Because a lot of women fake it. So how can you tell you're good in bed? Speaking out of tongues, set the place on fire, grabbing onto you as if letting go will kill them. Hey guys, hey loves, welcome to my channel. My name is Jane Lawrence and I am that juicy girl, okay? And today just might be that day that you put your King Kong bedmatism to test, all right? So you think that you are a god in a bedroom. You think that you're good in a bedroom, huh? Now, if you eventually tick all of the boxes that I will bring out tonight, maybe you might just be truly skillful in the bedroom, as I, 1, 2, 3, give you reasons to think that you are, okay? Great, let's start. So, there is no denying the fact that informal cues like quaking of the body, rolling of the eyes, and making of soundtracks, and when I say soundtracks, I mean the noises that you make during passion. They're very important pointers to how good you are in bed. But to be honest, do those repeated cries really mean anything? Because a lot of women fake it. So how can you tell you're good in bed and that you're hitting all of the right spots and sealing your position as a Greek god in the bedroom? First, you need to understand that enjoying yourself in a moment of passion and being open-minded about pleasure are signs that you might be good in bed. Most people are closed-minded and will never try to explore anything new. So everything with them becomes really repetitive and boring. And at the end of it, you have your relationship starting to lose steam. Now, how does anyone know that they are good in bed? That's the question, right? I'll tell you. Number 1, track the soundtracks that they are making. Are they making any soundtracks? Are they making noise? Right? Because one way to monitor your performance is through the noise that they are making. Are they making any noise? Now, see, we've got to realize that we as humans were apparently among the noisiest animals during great moments of intense passion. Well, except for the foxes, they take the crown on this one. But if someone's making noise during lovemaking, it usually means that they are enjoying what you're doing, that you're having a good time, that they are having a good time. And also bear in mind that studies have shown that people who are less confident in their sexual prowess are quieter during the act. So while this may be an argument for you to turn up your lovemaking sounds, it may also mean that your partner needs some level of encouragement too, because they might just be shy to make noise, or they just want to look pretty while you're heating it. Plus, of course, 2/3 of women make more noises because they know it helps their partners reach their orgasm quicker. So they moan so that you can just quickly come. And I need to say this to women. Look, you're considered bad in a bed as a woman if you don't know how to express yourself and your emotion, if you cannot tell your partner what you want, how you like it, and how you like it to be done. So you're just laying there like a log of wood and taking whatever comes your way and just being practically bland. For God's sake, speak so much about the fact that you are not just good in bed at all. Speak. Talk to him. Give him your love languages. Speaking out of tongues. All right? Express yourself. Set the place on fire. Do not care who you're going to disturb, as long as you're real about it, as long as you're feeling it, you're expressing yourself based on how you feel. If you don't feel it, don't fake it, but teach. Teach him where the buttons are. I know cultural pressures more often than not influence how loud we are during lovemaking, even though I know that some men like to hold on to that damaging ideology or belief that making sounds make them less of a man. My brothers, listen, women love it. We love to hear you make sounds too. And maybe give us that masculine screams. All right? So don't hold it back. Don't hold it back. It just shows how much in touch you are with your sexuality and that you're not scared to show it to your woman. You're expressive, and we love that about men. Number 2 way to know that you are good in bed is if your spouse all of a sudden gets so physical while at it. You know, we can't just rely on noises alone because a lot of people fake it. People can be performatory by nature, and that's why we have to look at the rest of the body for movements. For instance, the involuntary actions like muscle contractions, flushing of the skin, especially on the face and neck or chest, and grabbing onto you as if letting go will kill them. then talk about goosebumps on the skin. Of course, shaking of the body, rolling of the eyes into the skull, these are all good signs. You know, scratching down the back, hair pulling and slaps on any part of the body might sound cliche, but if someone is really into what you're doing with wild, careless abandon, this is how they let you know. You feel me? You can't hide or you can't pretend muscle contraction. There is no way you can do that. All right? This is how people let you know that what you're doing to them really is cool. They would start to act crazy under the sheets. Are you getting me? And number 3, don't underestimate the role of foreplay in cementing your reputation as an A1 slay, baby. Now, depending on what you're doing, foreplay tends to give you more opportunity to assess your partner's reaction so that you can decide whether to change things up or to keep things going accordingly. So I tell you, if you go by spending time trying out your best moves, asking what they like and how they're feeling, you will know if they're lying and adapting. And with that knowledge alone, you're already so many streets ahead of your spouse or ahead of your partner. And that brings us to what's crucial in all of this: communication. Number 4. So get it straight. You're only good in bed if your communication skills are top notch. Look, when you're unafraid to say what you want and how you like it and what you like, and you can express yourself, that's a sign that you're a good lover. You know what you want, you know what you're doing, and that, my friend, is a big plus. You practically know what gets you off. Although there's always room for fresh maneuvers, but you always want to make sure that the person that you're shagging had a good time as much as you did. And the fact that you're helping your partner do what they can to get there shows that you're good in bed. If she leaves the shit feeling good, feeling really, really good, feeling that you rocked their world, and they're telling you how that was, hats off, the best moment they've had to share with you, trust me, some of that buzz will rub off on your partner's memory for a long time about you and your performance. Number 5, you show kindness. Now, it's very important to show kindness on all spheres of life, but more so in the bedroom when the heat is turned up. Don't be a brute. Don't be a brute in your dealings with your mate. Of course, it is cool to be assertive, and only if you do this in a kind, respectful way rather than bark demands at your spouse. Unless they said that that's what they like, then you can go about, barking demands. But kindness is actually a big sign that you will be a badass in the sack. Trust me on that one, and that's on period. All right? And this is how you know. Are you nice to the waiter? Are you nice to the waitress? Are you generous with your time and energy to others? Because it stands to reason that someone who makes a good impression in the streets will be a world-class banglord in the sheets. Baby, trust me on that. Now, number 6, when you're always open to learning new things, that's a sign. Because most of us will agree to the fact that the key to success in the sack is an open mind and an open mouth. But of course, allow me digress to say that the keenness to try something new and explore you and your partner's fantasies marks you out as a don underneath the sheets. No discussion should be off limits. No fantasy should be too weird to talk about. You can always modify it into something more achievable through talking and experimentation. So being approachable, being curious, and accommodating gives you 5 stars as a god or goddess in the bed. Hallelujah. So what if your fantasies or their fantasies feel a little bit ridiculous? I mean, confident men aren't afraid to explore or be surprised by their partner's fantasies. Look, a man admitting he doesn't actually know anything or everything and allowing himself to be introduced to the new experiences is one of the sexiest things ever. So many of us meet men who assume that they are the authority on everything. They fear vulnerability and they never want to be seen as a novice. Look, it's boring and it's very exhausting because we see through you. We see through that charade. Baby, calm down. We see all of that. So as long as you don't play totally dumb and just lie there asking for diagrams, relinquish control, total control, and allowing yourself to be led and taught. We don't care if you don't know everything. Now, if for anything, one true sign that you're good in bed is that your spouse always wants to do it again and again and again and again. They never seem to get enough of you, baby. If someone initiates sex with you and can bear to be close to you once it's over and your heartbeats have stopped racing, you must be doing something right, baby. If they leap away from you and barricade themselves in the bathroom or in the kitchen for about 15 minutes, there may still be something that you need to do, okay? There may be something that you need to do, honestly. And finally, if you can work the dance floor, then that's a sign. You know why? Because I think we appraise your sex moves and how good your waist would be or your strokes would be when you can dance so well. Another cliche, of course, but yes, if you're so confident and comfortable under a mirror ball, then the chances are it will definitely translate to the bedroom ceiling. A good dancer really will give you the impression that they're good in bed, especially because, you know, of the fewer inhibitions on the dance floor, you know, their movement and the increased hip action that they give us. All of that contributes to make you more attractive and sexy, as the word sexy itself means. And that's it, guys. Did you all eventually tick all of the boxes? Because you don't want outdated notions of masculinity hidden in your bedroom performance, all right? With many men mistaking attentiveness or being gentle and focusing on your partner's pleasure as a sign of weakness. Nah, it's time to change that old school narrative and shoot those stereotypes down in the flame, baby, and advertise your bangability. It's either you go hard or you go home, baby, and that's it. And need I say that I just recently posted something on my community page. If you've got a relationship issue or marriage issues or bedroom issues and you need me to give you like frank opinion on how to go about it, all you need to do is just drop a comment and I will make a video on that responding to your questions, all right? Alrighty, now thanks for watching and do have a great day. I'll see you on my next video.